Hey, besties.
Love Island is wired for hot mess, crash outs, controversies, casa, and all things.
The solution? We're bringing the decoding, using science, loyalty calls, and viral-worthy questions to guide you through the chaos.
And last night's episode, it was tea. I gotta take a sip, honey.
Are you ready to talk about it?
We're going to get into it today.
We talking about the girl chat, okay?
Welcome back to Baddie Besties podcast. I'm your host, Samira, a.k.a. Samski.
And I'm your host, Alyssa.
And let's get right into it.
Yeah, we need to chat.
Yo.
Girls, are y'all sat for this episode? Because I'm sat.
Yo, I cannot wait for tonight's episode. I'm going to be by the TV at 8:59 at the dot.
Yeah, I'm ready. I need to see what happens with Nicolandria and Nick and all that. We'll get into it, but I'm ready.
I know, but we're going to get into the crash out convo because I think that's such an important conversation.
Yes.
I know it did happen in previous episodes, but my thing is, I don't think the internet is over Huda and her crash out situations. So I want to get into this question from the viewers. They asked us, "Dear besties, what's your version of a crash out? Crying in the Uber, sending a risky text, or full-blown disappearing? Like, what's your version of a crash out?"
My personal version, if I'm crashing out, I'm bawling my eyes out on the floor. Maybe I might be cussing you out. I'm probably checking your phone or something. I'm calling my friends. I'm leaving the apartment and going somewhere else and calling and complaining. Like, that's my crash out. What's your crash out?
Yo, you saw me pretty much crash out yesterday. My crash out is like, my body is fuming and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, that's me crashing out, like, genuinely. And I'm like,
okay, how about
fuming.
if you crashing out over a man? What does that look like?
I'm very demure. I'm very classy. So I'm not going to...
So you don't crash out.
I'm going to be very, very honest.
Be honest.
Huda's crash out is not relatable to me in terms of, like, would I... Actually, honestly, about my man now that I know I'm about to marry, maybe I would act that way. But
you would act a fool, but
it's hard because I haven't ever crashed out over a man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if a man makes you get out of your body like that, maybe you're not meant to be in that relationship.
I agree with that.
Because if you have to be that OD, but don't get me wrong, Huda's crash out, I do think it was valid. A lot of people were coming after her. They were criticizing her. And if we're being for real, if you put yourself in her shoes and just empathize, y'all know y'all be crashing out over your man.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, honestly, maybe like on live TV is probably like not the best. Okay, Huda?
That's the part.
That's the only thing. But in general, like, girls, we're emotional. I know she fell in love quick, and then she just really felt like, what the heck just happened? Why my man acting like this all of a sudden? Like, I'm coming for you.
I think too, the hard part about it is there's like, they make it seem like Jeremiah was the saint in the situation, and I do think they both played a fault here. I'm not saying Huda's an angel and she's innocent, but Jeremiah too, he played his role. So for him to be like, I think he used a word in his interview with Vile. Vile, he was like, he was emotional bombed or something like that.
Yeah, love bombed or something.
No, he said emotional bombed because Huda's more emotionally mature, so he was emotional bombed, essentially.
I don't know about that.
I call cat.
I call cat. They wasn't giving that.
Because to be honest, I don't feel like after watching Huda that she gave emotional maturity. If I'm being completely honest with you, I love my good sis. I mean, she's a mamacita. Like, she's a mama, but I feel like I love you, girl. I love you truly, but like, there's a lot of inner work that needs to be done, and trust me, and I'm not one to judge. There's a lot of inner work for me too, but I think seeing that on live television, it was hard to watch. Like, just girl to girl. I'm like, one producer couldn't pull my sis aside and just said, "Girl, like,
chill. We love you.
We love
bro.
you." The internet was like fiending for her, and
y'all are mean.
Yeah, they are mean. Y'all are really mean. Like,
they stay looking for an opportunity.
And I'm like, you know what? Like, just give the girl a chance. Like, she's she is a mom and she's young. She deserves to find love.
Oh my God. So I have to ask you though.
Ask me.
Do you feel like Huda is making a comeback? Because now that Jeremiah's gone and she's smiling again, like, what are your thoughts?
Who
Do you
is she
feel like
with again? JD? Yeah. Or is it JD or Chris? No, Chris is with Shelly. I think his name is JD. Honestly, she don't like that man. I'm going to be completely honest.
She attracted to him.
She doesn't like him, though. You can tell she's doing what she needs to do to survive.
No way, you think so?
Like him.
I feel like she likes him.
She doesn't have a good radar because she did not realize Nicolandria. I do not think Huda likes that man. She's doing what she needs to do. Obviously, she gonna turn him down for the cameras, but I don't think she likes him. Like, no. I think deep down, to be honest, she's not over Jeremiah.
Oh, definitely not.
And to be honest, sis, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know when you're gonna see this. When you come out, maybe you'll see this. It'll go viral. I don't know. The way you call that man out of his name, you should just let him go, honey.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way back from that because I feel like once he left the villa, he's seen what America was saying. Like, out of pride as a man, I don't think that he's going to be able to swallow that pill from, like, seeing it replay and everything like that. So, but you know what? Shoot your shot. Maybe y'all can reconcile, but I don't know what type of man he is.
I don't know. It's just kind of, it's hard because men are just like ego, like centered, and just to see like she did dog him out.
Yeah.
And if it's behind cameras, if it's behind cameras are just like, they didn't see any of this, like you can come back from that. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like, oh my gosh, this thing makes me think of the Chris Brown scenario. That matcha got me burping. Excuse me. Blank Street, powered by Blank Street, honey. Ciao. We got this. We're getting this episode hot for you.
Period. Let me take a sip.
Okay. Yeah. So it makes me remember when this girl that was engaged and she went to Chris Brown's.
Oh yeah, we were talking all about that.
Yeah, the concert and then the picture, and it went viral. Mm-hmm. And then the guy was like, "Yeah, we're divorcing." And I don't think if it hadn't gone viral that it would have went to that point.
Totally agree. It has everything to do with ego.
Yeah, so it's like at this point, it's like Jeremiah's gonna look like, unfortunately, a bitch if he goes back to Huda.
I know. Yeah, it's okay. Charge it to the game.
It's so hard.
It was a good show, though.
I know, but I feel like for me, I'm like the Cinderella story. I'm like, oh my God, I want them to get back together. Am I like Delulu in thinking that?
I think you're Delulu a little bit, but I feel like they could still be friends. And I think they'll always still like share that experience together. And I think she did have a genuine apology, especially when he was leaving. And I felt like, like they could see eye to eye, even though she's like,
but she wanted a kiss though. She was like, no, I need this.
She did.
She was like, she put her face
She was like,
waiting. She was waiting.
Okay, didn't kiss her though.
I need to ask you. So, what would you tell your bestie, or what would you tell me? Because I'm your bestie.
Yes.
If I was spiraling and acting like that on camera, even though we know damn well, sure, I wouldn't be acting like that. But if I was,
I would tell you, America is perceiving you not in a good light. So you're gonna have to take it down a few, if not a lot of few notches. Okay, honey bunch? But I love you, mean it, but bring it down, babes.
But if it was off camera and I was crashing out, you would just be like, yeah, she valid. Well, I stand by my girl.
You mean on camera? Absolutely.
Off camera, like if I was like,
either way,
camera, you would just be.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick beside you regardless.
I know.
Even if you was like, I'm not hearing you, I'm crashing out, I would have been like, you know what? You did wrong, Jeremiah. I would have been on his ass too.
Period. Yeah. Honestly, if my friend was obviously on camera and just that situation with Huda, I genuinely felt like, I'm like, no one in this villa. And I know Nicolandria tried. She did try to pull her aside, but I just don't think it wasn't reaching her. Yeah, it wasn't reaching Huda, but like, I feel like she really needed somebody to give her a heart-to-heart. Yeah. Like, seriously.
Absolutely. I think she was just really emotionally high, but I wish someone pulled her and said something about her being on TV. And maybe they did. Like, we don't see everything, so there is a chance that one of the girls did try to tell her, hey, you're on TV, like, chill. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. Because I could see that happening, too, and her being like, it doesn't matter. I know I'm on TV. And they may have not shown that. But I will say, if nobody did, that's kind of messed up. I feel like it would have been a no-brainer for me to pull my girl aside and let her know, like, girl, you're on TV, you acting a little crazy. Like,
yeah, I can't wait for movie night. Maybe they'll show somebody in there was really, truly a girl's girl. But this brings me on to Jeremiah's exit. I'm not going to go too deep in it because obviously that happened a while ago. But I wanted to say, just like a girl has a girl's code, do you think that same vibe with the boys? Because they did my man dirty, and they kept saying he wasn't playing the game right.
Absolutely. Do I think Ace is jealous? I don't know.
I don't know if he's jealous.
I don't know if it's jealous. Maybe he has like an end game. Maybe he's trying to win. Maybe like he sees that Jeremiah has stronger connections and maybe he's trying to play the game. Or maybe he's salty because he's like, damn, bro, like you're moving on quick. If he is genuinely a slow burn and he's not fronting and now Jeremiah is moving fast, it's kind of like contrasting. It's like they're two opposites. So he would feel triggered or some type of way about it. I will say though, the other guys, I feel like Ace is really good at like convincing them of the perception that they should see and vote off of it. Because the fact that all the guys were thinking that, I don't think Jeremiah was doing anything too crazy that they should have all voted him out and been so mad about him exploring his connections. Like y'all handled it crazy.
So there's two different theories going on. So the first theory that's going on the internet in the United States and USA watching Love Island is one that Ace and Shelly are essentially they're dating and that they've been in a relationship and like they're coming on the show putting on some sort of front. So what are your thoughts on that theory?
So I when I first heard it, I thought it was true. And I did see this video of him with his community being like, Happy Valentine's Day, Shelly, or something, Shelly. So I'm not sure, maybe, but I feel like they're not a couple because I don't know, like Shelly, she's having a good ass time in Casa, like she's doing her thing, and maybe it's, I don't know, maybe they were like kind of talking and they weren't serious, and that would make it easy. And obviously, we know they met each other, so. I will say if they did know each other or were like kind of dating or seeing each other, I do think it was really smart of them on episode 1 to be like, we know each other, because the internet was going to find like or whatever and drag
because
them.
They had already pulled that, and mind you, we on the Love Island TikTok that Ace liked a photo of Huda back in like 2023 or something.
Yes.
So I'm like, the internet will find you. Do not lie, honey. They will go into the archives. They are going to find it, honey.
I don't know how they do it.
Literally, they found out, what was his name? Austin's a Trumpy. They found out, I mean, even the British. The British Pepe. Not Pepe. Yeah, Pepe.
Oh, no.
Hannah's man.
Why am I blanking?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't obsessed with them. America might have been, but I wasn't obsessed with
Charlie?
Charlie, yeah. They found out he was a Trumpy. How you in all the way in the UK and you a Trumpy? Be so for real. Tomato. No, but that's crazy. Like, how are you in the UK? You got no business and you're a Trumpy. Like, do better.
I agree.
But the other theory that they said and why Casa's changed this year is that the producers is on to the Islanders' game of finding love and putting up a front and playing the game very strategically. So they threw them a curveball. What are your thoughts on that? Because they're saying, like, we know Ace and everybody, they're playing the game a little bit too well.
A little too well. Yeah. I don't know. This episode or this season, I feel like their strategy, like the way that the producers are moving and like doing things differently, even the way that they're doing Casa and recoupling and obviously Nicolandria, like there's a lot of curveballs I didn't expect. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they took that into consideration when casting. And I will say, the boys, they're not really my type. They're not looking that
good. They ain't giving.
What's going on?
They is not giving. Do better.
They're not giving. So I'm like, maybe there is strategy or something behind how they're picking these people because.
But I'm not gonna lie. The bombshells, they gave us what they need to give Nicolandria, Shelly. The rest, Amaya Papaya. Honey, although at first she had to grow on me, honey. Yeah. She had to grow on me. We'll get on Amaya because.
Sierra's cute too. Sierra's cute too.
Well,
Amaya grew on me.
Yeah, her little lip.
Her big lip. She's so cute. She's cute too.
My thing is, I like her, but in my heart, deep down, when they had that challenge in the beginning and Nick kissed Nicolandria, in my heart to heart, I always had a soft spot. So I was just like, I don't know. I kind of want Nick to go with Nicolandria, because I knew in the beginning Taylor was not feeling her. So I'm like, my queen deserves a man that is feeling her off rip. And so I was like, I don't know, in my heart, I was like, maybe not giving, what's her name? I don't want to say lip, honey. I don't want to say that.
Oh my gosh, Sierra.
I wasn't giving Sierra the full chance that she deserved because I'm like, nah, Nick need to be with my queen Nicolandria. So I was like, I don't know. Till this day, I'm not sold on her fully because I'm like so sold on the idea of Nicolandria and Nick.
Yeah. Well, Nick's mom also was like, I want to see him with Nicolandria, right? And that challenge that you're talking about with the blindfolds where they didn't see who was kissing who, he did get up to kiss her. So I also agree. I like Sierra. I think she's super dope.
I like her with Elan.
Yes. Like, if she decides to take that path, I'm going to be very happy. And then Nick with Nicolandria. But it's going to be so messy when they come in and she sees, like, Nicolandria's kind of talking to her
We're going to get into that in a second. All right, really quick, though. So we're going to get into this next segment here. Undead recoupling Nick and Nicolandria from the dump, honey.
Okay.
So we need to get into that because this episode, it kept us on our toes. It gave us everything that we needed.
Yes.
So I need to say, is this the wildest plot twist ever in Love Island history? And I have to say, too, your thoughts on the producers really listening to our voice.
I love it. I feel like they are ears. Right. They are ears to TikTok. They're ears to Instagram. They are listening to America and doing what we say to do.
Well, they should have brought back Jeremiah and Hannah. Yeah. That's what y'all needed. But apparently they're still in Fiji, so
they may bring them back. I could see that being part of the plot. Like, imagine throwing Jeremiah back in the mix and then having him deal with all the drama from the boys and Huda.
My thing is, what's her name? The new one that he was going to be coupled up with, they were kissing up Jeremiah.
Oh, the Spanish girl?
Yeah. What's her name? I'm not going to lie. We were just talking about this. We felt like, I'm going to be honest, maybe it's the way they're filming her. We don't feel like we know who she is. It's to the point I don't even remember her name.
Yeah. They're not. She just is giving, like, you know, Spanish, which I love my Spanish queens, and they're not showing like her personality much. It's more so just her interactions and maybe even being like sexualized from the men. I would even go as far as to say that.
I think you hit it on the nail with that.
Yeah, there's not much more. I would like to see more of her personality, her vibe, her conversations with the girls, but clearly she's not like the focus. So maybe that will change. You never know on Love Island.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I think she's a beautiful girl and she's everything. She's a queen. I think for me, I was like, I don't know. She's not giving much.
Give more, babes.
I'm like, dang, what's her name? I don't even know her name.
Andriana or something.
Andrea?
No,
yeah.
Like,
don't come for us, honey. I'm sorry. They don't be showing her like that.
Andrina, I think.
Andrina, yeah. I think that's what it is.
Something like that. Well, to go back to your question, is this like the craziest plot twist with Nick and Nicolandria? In Love Island history, I will say this is only my second season watching, so I can't speak for all of history. But between this season and last season, I feel like, yes, like that had me on my toes from front end to back. I was like, that was the fastest hour ever.
This is the TV we need.
Yes.
This is the type of TV.
I was fully entertained. My brain was trying to predict what's going to happen next. I loved when they went into the room too and slept and then like woke up the next day and everyone was like, oh my God, that was really fun as well.
But let's get into Taylor a little bit.
We got to talk about him.
We got to talk about him. We got to talk about Clark. First of all,
I used to like Taylor. I don't know now.
Okay, this is another thing. I feel like you thought that he was messing with her and he like liked Nicolandria. Genuinely, you could tell from the jump. And just for him to say, oh, like I'm not, what does he say, like physically attracted? I was like,
he did say that.
I was like,
that's a red flag. That's
off rip. I'm like, you got all that?
Right. All this beautiful woman talking about not attracted was crazy.
And she's like, what's really important to note too is that she's a full person. And when I mean full person is like, everyone needs work in life, but when you get into a relationship and you're fully ready and like she seems like she fully encompasses somebody that's ready to be in love and give that.
She's whole.
Yeah, she's a whole. And it makes me really sad that she has not received that yet.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why I have like that glimpse of hope with Nick. But the problem, which we really need to get into, is what is it going to do to the friendship with Nicolandria and Sierra? Because Love Island is notable for friendships.
Yeah. We were talking about this in bed last night, and we were like, what do you do? Like, she obviously has a strong connection or some kind of connection and vibe with Nick, and he's into her clearly. But her bestie and obviously, like, they're crying on Love Island now, so they're at a point where, like, they do feel emotional and, like, locked in with each other, right? It's not like, it doesn't feel like she just met the girl 2 weeks ago, right? So it's hard. I feel like I really do believe in girl code. So going after your man when you're not here is kind of crazy to me.
But it's not like when you're not here, though. It's not her fault.
It's not her
because
fault.
I'm like,
It's not.
If it was like you and I would have been like, yeah, like I get Nick is off limits. Like I would have to
of
be
course.
like, we would no, but
yeah.
you see, that's so hard then.
I know.
But we have to put yourselves in like the Love Island. Not
But
like
we've been besties since college, so it's just like, and I would have been, it's different. But if I just met you, like say it was like Nicolandria and Shelly.
Tough.
Like Nicolandria taking Shelly's man, she
wouldn't do it, or
they wouldn't. They're a little too. They're not a little too close, but they're
close.
closer. Is what I mean.
Like I feel like that is like a really hard predicament to be in, and it's so like America wants the mess,
yeah.
But for friendships and like I mean, this is baddie besties after all.
Yeah.
Like it's like girls come before
bros.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so hard, but I'm like, Nicolandria deserves her whole and full love. That like, no, like even the way when she got dumped, she like stood there. She stood there. She didn't shed a tear. She didn't shed a tear, honey. She's was like, strong. baby, like. I've been through life. Mm-hmm. I've been through this, and like I felt that armor, and I felt that because I'm also an older sister. So I'm like, I feel that Nicolandria when you are the one and then you got the world on your shoulders, like. She carried that with such grace. I'm like, she deserves love. And I'm like, if Nick is already saying like, you're the most attractive,
the most beautiful woman in the world. Like, I feel like he means it. I'm like, damn, a king. I'm like, yes, I want her to have that too. Yes, like if he's being real and authentic, and I do feel like he is. It's so hard. But I will say, so what's meant to be will be, and maybe Sierra will have a stronger connection, but I know she was crying about Nick in the villa already.
She's not giving Elon, whatever his name is.
I think as soon as she sees Nick again, she gonna want her man.
Yeah, but her man is feeling Nicolandria.
And he did say he wanted to stay open, which,
It's a hard predicament because they crossed the line. Let's talk about
too.
that. Let's talk about that.
I don't think I could do it.
The minute you give the cooch.
We have to talk about it.
The minute you give the cooch, honey.
The men, they love to switch up after that. Y'all girls.
They flip a switch, honey. That is honestly biggest advice that we have, girl. Yeah. Lock the cooch, honey.
Lock it down.
Lock it, honey. Lock it. Keep it tight. Girl, because the men, the minute they get it, it becomes like...
I think men are wired. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Men are wired for the chase. So once you give it to them, I think you really have to establish a connection outside of that. Like, not just a kind of connection, like a real connection, friendship, and have that build before you give it. And that takes a few months at least. Otherwise, it's a bit risky. Like, I wouldn't say it's like black and white, but the odds are that he's more likely to switch if you give it quick. Period. It's just nature.
I know.
It's just nature.
It's so, like, it's just a hard situation because it's like girls and women, like, we give our, like, love and heart, and, like, you don't want that to happen. Yeah. And it's like, it's that, like, what do they call soul ties? Yeah. The minute it happens, and it's like, damn, the guys, they switch up with the quickness.
I know.
Do better.
Damn, and with Nicolandria too, though, and like obviously Sierra's already done the deed with Nick. Like that's even breaking girl code even more. Like they slept together.
I know. I know movie day or movie night. Excuse me. Like they're going to be like showing that playback of them kissing. Mm-hmm. I know Sierra's gonna be fuming. She's gonna be so fuming. She's gonna feel like she was betrayed.
Aww. I mean, I'm ready for the popcorn, but I'm definitely feeling for the girls.
I wish I could give her a hug. Honestly, it's just like, this is great cinema.
It is. We're tapped in. But
let's get in really quickly to our next segment.
Okay, let's move on.
It's going to be quick. Snack therapy and girl code grief. So I know when Nicolandria left and Shelly... she's heartbroken.
Yes.
Crap, I'm heartbroken for her, and I was, but little does she know, her girl is kicking it at the villa, so no worries, Shelly. But she had mentioned, like, she was talking to Chris. They were like, okay, she's like, I just needed a good snack. I just needed a brownie.
Yes, can we talk about it?
I just needed a brownie and some ice cream, and I'm like, girl.
Same. we can relate.
Sometimes a good snack can go a long way.
I just need, some grapes maybe.
She's a grape girl.
Or like ice cream would be really nice. A cinnamon bun.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. And they say like maybe hot stuff give you endorphins. I'm kind of like, you can give me a bag of hot Cheetos.
The way this girl will eat the hot Cheetos in the morning.
In my body, I will feel so happy. Just straight joy. Honestly, and you can get me a matcha. Get me a matcha and tell you when I'm sipping, utter joy.
Yeah.
Utter joy. Like I'm just...
Yeah.
I feel that.
I feel like as a girl, we're just emotional and sometimes we just need a little sweet treat. A little pick-me-up, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, honestly, let's get into our girl code, Amaya.
We got to talk about Miss Amaya Papaya, babe.
America's princess.
I got to be honest. I wasn't feeling the girl that much in the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't really, I don't know. There was just something about her. I liked her, but I was like, I think it was her voice kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
But now that we've seen more of her personality and I understand that's how she is, now I'm like, she's so cute. Like, I will be her friend.
I feel like the problem with her in the beginning, it was, you couldn't tell if it was genuine or not, if that makes sense. Like, her personality and the way she talks, I was like, I don't know.
I think that's why.
I think it was. But now it's like, this girl's just really genuine and she's really sweet.
And happy.
And so happy. And she's so optimistic about every situation. I'm like, she just left unpicked after unpicked. I'm like, if you see this girl, she is a baddie.
She is a baddie.
She is a baddie. I'm like, why they keep playing with her face?
I told you, they're not picking that good men. Like, I'm confused. Amaya's mad cute. She should have been coupled up from the beginning. And by the way, Ace, I'm really mad at you the way you handled Amaya at the very beginning. We're going to have to sit down and chat about it.
We got to square up.
We're going to have to square up when I see you.
That's crazy, the cuddling thing. And then it was so annoying when she kept saying babe. And it was like, it's literally in her vocabulary. And I felt so bad. I'm like, oh gosh, she keeps saying babe. And he don't want her to say babe. And you could tell he's annoyed. And then what I really didn't like was Austin. He keeps shading her till this day. He kept saying, he's like, oh, I get to sleep in a bed with somebody that I like want or something. I'm like, the girl is in Casa and you still talking about her.
Yeah. Austin, that was mad annoying. First of all, Austin is the weakest boy in the villa. Let me just say it right there because, no, I'm sorry. I can't do it. But why he do Amaya like that? That's crazy because he was also like doing yoga with her and feeling her, at least based off of what we saw. And then all of a sudden, you don't like Amaya anymore. I'm like, okay, you switched up on her with the quickness for no reason.
I agree. It was really heartbreaking because I'm like, WTF. Like, Austin, we were starting to feel kind of bad for him because Shelly was kind of playing him a little bit. Yeah. But America's was with it because, Shelly had to have her options because Ace was playing games. So she wasn't about to, lose her bag completely and get kicked off the show. So she was still kind of playing him like a fiddle. And we felt bad for the man. But now he kind of showed his true colors with Amaya. So yeah, I guess once a Trumpy, always a Trumpy.
I'm sorry. I don't love Austin. Austin gives me the ick. But maybe, I don't know. He
showed his true colors, and it is what it is. And I just feel like Amaya Papaya, she deserves better. So my thing is, it's time for the Amaya redemption. My thing is, do you think, what is that guy's name? And I'm not even going to get the guy she's with. I'm like, do you think they're feeling each other?
I haven't learned everyone's name from Casa.
Yeah,
maybe
because
like the girls
it's hard because Casa...
They're not the OGs.
They're not the OGs, so it's like, why remember? But we need to do better. What is his name?
Granted, what is it? Has it been 2 or 3 episodes of Casa?
Yes.
We do need to do better.
But I don't think she's actually feeling him.
I don't know. Samira's been saying like she doesn't actually like him. She's just doing it to stay in the villa.
Oh, his name's Zach.
But I don't think that's her type. But I'm thinking like maybe she does kind of like him, or maybe she's just able to like...
I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. I know he's Miguel's friend, but
I don't think they're gonna get far. Maybe there's some kind of physical attraction. I'm not physically attracted to him.
Well, we're not, but it's like my girl deserves like
a man. She deserves a man.
I know.
Not that he's not a man, but he deserves someone that fits her, I think.
Yeah. So I understand she doing what she need to do, but she don't deserve to be with him. I feel like she deserved her prince, her knight in shining armor that was fiending for her and chose her first. At the end of the day, Zach chose Nicolandria in the beginning, so she was a second option. Whether she turned his head or not, I just feel like she deserves a man that goes in and is head over heels, and he's like, I'm here for you, honey. I'm here for Amaya Papaya. It's always worth it. We want that guy
her.
that's going to accept her for her full and whole self.
I agree.
Oh, you got to kiss because, Nicolandria wasn't going to give you no peck, honey. Like, he's playing a game at the end of the day. He knew that Amaya was not happy, or Austin wasn't happy in Amaya's relationship, and he chose strategically.
Yeah, yeah. Well, would you rather be someone that has, like, a bunch of options, or would you rather be, like, the one that's been with the same man the whole time? Like, maybe even thinking back to last season. Would you feel like you want to play the game? Or you want to be, America's sweetheart?
Well, if America's sweetheart give you $1 million outside of the villa, honey, I want to be that. I want my life to be changed. Did you see Jalen, honey? Jalen got Marriott, Hilton. He got Delta.
Quick.
He got everybody.
With the quickness.
DMs. I'm like, damn, you gotta be done dirty on the show to be loved by America.
God blessed him, though. Period.
He's so cute. Him and his granny.
Yeah,
I love him.
He gonna take care of her. He about to get mad checks.
I know. It's just really good to see, like, good people that have a good heart get the love that they deserve.
Yeah.
And it's like, he got his passport. So I'm like, he deserved to shine. And just like Amaya, but I'm like, why did Amaya have to get done dirty for y'all to love her?
Yeah.
I mean, for us to we got to do better. We're the viewership. Why she has to get done, like, left, not decided, not cuddled.
I don't know.
For us to love Amaya.
Yeah.
Love Island, they know what they're doing. I just see her TikToks. They keep putting her little confessionals.
We love Amaya.
I know.
I think it just takes some time. Like you said, her personality is so unique that it can be off-putting from the beginning because it's like, whoa, like it's a lot. But I think she's amazing. And like she said, she knows her worth. She knows what she brings to the table. I'm sure she has some amazing friends and family back home that love her to death as well. So we love Amaya Papaya. We're Amaya Papaya fans now. She turned me.
Amaya Papaya. Who else? I mean, Hannah as well. What are your thoughts about Hannah? I know she's doing a lot of interviews. They're saying that Charlie doesn't want to talk to, or she doesn't want to talk to Charlie, or is it the other way around? What are your thoughts about them breaking up that real connection? And they were saying Huda voted for Hannah because that leaves Pepe free. So they were thinking that was a strategic move for Huda. Thoughts on that?
I think that would have been smart on her part, especially if she didn't have a connection with Hannah. We didn't really see them. Did we see them? Yeah, Hannah was helping out Huda a couple times and playing her aside during the crash outs and
Hannah
stuff.
seemed like she was,
a close friend.
She was a close friend to her, so that was a little bit tough.
I don't know. I think whatever the logic was, like, they tried to play it out. Like, I know Iris was, like, still pretty new, so they probably didn't want to kick her off. We're not kicking off Amaya Papaya, so I guess they won't Hannah. I was really surprised. I thought Hannah was, like, a shoo-in, and it would have been one of the other two girls, so that really threw me off. But I will say, the way that she switched up, and she was crying like Charlie was leaving for the military with the picture and everything like that. For real. And then not even the next day, that night, she comes out of the bedroom, has a chat, and is like ready to move on. I'm like, that was quick. You could have at least waited until tomorrow afternoon to start laughing.
Amaya was on a hotel novella. She was like, we don't want to do it.
We don't want to do it. We don't want to do it.
I was like, this is the Hunger Games.
Right. It was giving Hunger Games.
I said, telenovela. Call her. She is the one, honey.
She's the
one.
Tyler Perry. Call her and call us. Thank you.
Yes, Tyler. We've been trying to.
Tyler Perry.
Stop playing with us.
Come on.
But maybe this is a hot take.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest. I have not been feeling Hannah like that. I feel like she switched too quickly from Charlie to Pepe for me to feel like, I'm like, how do I really feel like your connection with Pepe is really genuine when you were just crying? You were crying with the pillow with the picture like he was off to war.
That's what I'm saying.
You had him on your pillow like this.
She did. The same night. The girl didn't even wash her face.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you really have a connection like that because, baby, you was crying.
Yeah.
Like he was,
Maybe she was crying and then she realized she about to leave, too, if she doesn't secure Pepe. Maybe that's why she went and secured the man.
She wasn't trying to leave Fiji, her.
Because she was like, I just want you to know that, like, even though this happened, it doesn't mean, like, I don't want you or whatever. I don't know how she phrased it. But she didn't want him to feel bad, essentially, and then feel like he couldn't talk to her and pursue her because she was crying, boo-boo crying, like, 10 minutes ago,
Okay.
So maybe it was a strategy. She could have waited till the next day or the day after, and she would have been cool, probably. But that threw me off.
Okay. I have a question. We're going to do a little fun game really quick for you.
Okay.
So this is called the Phone Panic. So Villa app reveal game. And, it's a little fun game. So you get 5 seconds to go... you have 5 minutes to go into your man's phone. Which apps are you going into first? Instagram, Cash App, Snapchat, Gmail, Twitter or X, photos, text message, none. I trust my partner.
Okay. I will say that I'm going to go with none, although I do want to say the ones that I would choose.
Okay,
I'm going with none because... I've checked phones in the past, and I don't want to, feel that anxiety in my body again. So I don't need to be with you if I don't trust you, period. So I don't feel like doing all that snooping.
If you had your toxic trait hat on right now, which
I was being toxic and I was like, nah, F this, I know you're acting crazy.
Which ones I would
I'm
choose.
Definitely checking Instagram, and I know you in there sending hard eyes and having conversations with people you don't need to be having conversations with, okay? That's two.
I mean, nowadays, too, you got to check the likes on the stories. Are you liking people's stories?
Right.
Thirsty self.
Mm-hmm. Number one is definitely text messages. I'm going straight to the text. That's where all the data's at. Absolutely. Text messages, because Instagram is one thing.
Honey.
Instagram is one thing. Texting, you're taking it even further. You're actually, you kiki-kiing too close. You probably hanging out at this point.
Okay.
Or doing more than hanging out. So text first, Instagram second. Next would probably be...
You got 5 minutes. You can go through the text, the Insta, you can go through 3 apps. You fast.
I got 5. I would check text and Insta. I don't think I would check anything else because my heart palpitating. I'm like, he about to catch me.
I think for me, if I had my toxic trait, it would definitely be Instagram, and I'm thinking photos. I feel like a good little...
That's smart.
People like to screenshot things really quick, so I'm like, maybe I could catch you slipping if you... Photos, I don't know. I feel like I could... And if they come back, I could be like, oh, I was just looking for this photo to send to myself so I could play it off.
Oh.
But text message, I feel like I would get caught. Why are you looking at my text messages?
Yeah.
But photos, I could be like, yeah, I was looking for the photo that we took. I could finesse it.
My only thing, I feel like photos is smart, but sometimes people have mad photos, so I feel like there's a lot to dig through, but men, maybe not as much as girls. But I feel like I would be wasting time. I feel like in terms of priority, if I check photos first, now I'm missing the jackpot of text messages and the jackpot of Instagram.
Then maybe you have to use your whole 5 minutes in text message.
Maybe I gotta do it while he sleeps so I could get 10 minutes.
That's a red flag. I'm just kidding.
It is, but we're not being toxic anymore. That was in the past.
We are waving green flags.
Green flags only. Period.
That's fun. Okay. So here's another fun scenario question for you. Dear besties, if you're attached too fast, which show should you go on? I feel like this is an obvious answer because USA was screaming that Huda was on the wrong show. But would you go for Love Island for the drama? Would you go to Too Hot to Handle for lessons on self-control, honey? Because people need to lock the cooch. Or you need to go on Love is Blind for emotional transparency.
I feel like Love is Blind would be good just because you can't see them at all. So it would, you can still connect emotionally, but I feel like that would be better because you have to get to know multiple people. The guys are probably going to want to get to know people who's going to force you to kind of wait longer and ask actual solid questions to see if this is a person you could actually spend a long time with, right? Versus if you see someone, you may be really surface level and be more attracted to them, jump on them. Now they're kissing you and all this stuff, and now you attach with the quickness. So no touching, no seeing. My answer is Love is Blind. How about you? What do you think?
I definitely think Love is Blind, but I think also for the sake of that, they get married at the end, right? So it's you're emotionally ready to be fully committed to one person versus Love Island. There's new bombshells. There's constant testing of relationships and constant I'm open and I want to get to know this person. As somebody that's a relationship gal, what you mean you want to get to know somebody? What you mean? That's just weird. I cannot understand, like it just does not click in my mind. So that show definitely would not be for me because I feel like I would be boo-boo hurt. I'm just so surprised there's not more tears. Like the way Amaya stood there and just not got, like she didn't get chosen and then she did choose Ace or that case, and then the way he treated her, I think I would be in boo-boo tears.
I don't think I could do it.
I would be in the bathroom or the shower because I know they're not recording, but even then they do be recording the shower. They just cover their body. I feel like I would be crying.
Yeah. I would be attached too because the way that I guess island time be running, everyone gets attached pretty quick, and I'm the type to get attached quick if I put my eggs in one basket. So I already know if he over here trying to keep the door open and talking to other people in front of my face once I'm attached, I know I'm not going to like it. That's not for me. So if you see me on a show, it's probably not going to be on a love show unless I hit the F button. I'm like, fuck it. Let's go.
Okay, so out of the Islanders, in your opinion, who has the best girl code? Like who, Bombshell, who do you think is just like constant? They have shown us time and time again, they're a girl's girl.
I feel like Shelly and Alandra is probably the girl's girl, I think. And up till like this point with Nick, I feel like she is. I just know she has an authentic heart.
Even in her confessional, she's just like, I don't know. Like she's even second guessing it, but I feel like she's in a rock and a hard place.
Yeah,
like,
she is. And a lot of girls,
man, Taylor too, kissing up on Clark. Like I would be like, damn, like just out of like, not want to say revenge, maybe this is my toxic trick. I'd be like, well, I want to explore this too because I
would do that.
Yeah, you're exploring somebody, so I need to put my head tall and like.
Yeah. 100%. I would definitely do that, even to be toxic and be like, now you about to see me with somebody else and see if you really like me or not. I would definitely play that card, but not with my friend's man. That's the hardest part, and
but
I think
that's not her fault. America wants it, and they put them together, and they gave them this cute little date. They like did the most,
but. It's not their fault that they got set up, but they're in a connection. It's their choice to be like,
what's they gonna do? They're gonna be sitting looking at the wall?
No, but they didn't have to. They didn't have to kiss. I'm not mad at them. I love them together. I ship them fully, but it's a little risque. It's a little. I don't know.
All right, Bestie. If you could send one Islander home right now, they're just not giving. Who would you send?
OMG, this is evil, but I have to send Taylor's girl home just because.
Clark, go home!
Yeah.
I agree, but then I feel like if she goes home, it will not give Alandria and Nick the opportunity to really...
Oh, because Taylor will come back and grab her. That's true.
Yeah, because Taylor, at the end of the day, waiting. I feel like he's kind of like... He's a little bit not clout chasing in a sense. He knows he doesn't want to get sent home. And him and Alandria together, that's like, okay, I know I'm going to be on the villa. Like, I know, like... Yeah. But...
Okay, maybe I have to pick one more just for the sake of that not happening. Who would I send home? Who am I not messing with? Austin. Send that boy home.
Oh, yeah. Austin is... He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
First of all, he should have went home before Jeremiah. And we, as America, we were prepared for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Okay, final segment, Love Island Rapid Fire.
Okay.
You started, girlie.
Yes. So, fastest takes... Scalding truths. Is this a green flag or an ick? Okay. Replies back, but with voice memos. Green flag or ick?
Clock it. We love it. I love voice memos. I love listening to them. And I be on the run. I ain't got time to read paragraphs. Good.
Okay, so green flag.
Green flag.
Period.
So screenshots, IG story, never text.
Disgusting. It's an ick for me. Why are you screenshotting my stuff, but you're not going to say nothing? That's weird. You're just giving stalker. It's giving I'm taking
or a fetish.
Yeah, like fetish.
Pictures of me.
You gonna make an album of me, but we don't even talk. Yeah, definitely an ick. All right, green flag or ick. Talks about manifesting vibes nonstop.
Child, you need to be talking about the Lord and the prayer and how God's gonna bring you to where you need to be. Manifesting nonstop, honey. Child. God could give you all your dreams, your hopes. I'm not about the manifestation all the time. I understand that there's manifestation, but if you marry it with manifestation and God's will and God's timing,
amen.
That is my answer. So, yeah.
I agree. I second that motion. Okay.
Yeah. Says I love you too soon. A love bomber.
Green flag or ick. Says I love you too soon. That's an ick. You love me.
You have to think about it. You have to think about it. She's like, I want my man to say, I love you.
No. I was actually processing because my podcast brain came on and I was like, okay, well, for the reels, I got to put green flag or ick. So that's what I was doing.
Okay.
But no, not too soon because actually that's a big ick. I feel like you don't know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe in a couple months, then I think I would really like it because I like to hear I love you. But not like in the first couple weeks of us talking. You don't even know me. How do you love me? I call cap. Okay. Green flag or ick? Cozy with your rival. Ooh.
Ick. It's so hard though. It's so hard because I'm like in the Alandra Nick situation. Oh, but they're not rivals. But I feel like it kind of feels like a rival thing now.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like obviously it's an ick to me. Like if I was in that situation and I was Sierra, like I would be so mad. But I'm like,
oh my gosh.
That situation is so hard.
Absolutely. So do you feel like if obviously we're besties. So if there was someone that I hated, you wouldn't fuck with them?
Yeah.
And what if there was someone that
why would I fuck with them?
Girl code. That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, but I feel like when in these couplings and just in like the Love Island setting, like for instance, Alandria and Clark are now rivals, and it's just like it becomes that. And like when it's two, like when you're in a love triangle, you're just kind of automatically rivals, even though it's like an unsaid thing. You're competing for that one person's love or attention or to be chosen, and it's like
you're not going to get close to them because there's that level of like competition or like animosity, not even from a person-to-person standpoint, but just because of the situation. That's like a no-brainer, right? But what if one of your friends, we had a mutual friend, and then like I had a falling out with one of your mutual friends? Would you still mess with that friend?
Mutual, so
so we can say Brittany as an example. I love my girl Brittany. We locked in for life. But say Brittany, our best friend, she did something ruthless to me, and I was like, I can't fuck with her no more.
You can't do that because like
why? She's too close to us.
That's too close.
Okay.
That situation's a little bit, and that's a good point, right? Like if you're like, because you guys are considered like my sisters at this point. So it's like, if the sisters for me, I'm like, I would have to just be like, all right, y'all gonna have to
intervention.
Y'all gonna have to make up. I'm gonna have to, there's no way that I have to choose Brittany. But if it's like,
how about one of your other friends that's like, you're probably closer with, but I'm kind of close with, but I don't really mess with her?
I think if it's salvageable, because we're all adults at this point in time, I think we can all communicate and see if there's a way to solution. Okay. But if there is not a way, I think obviously the one that I'm like, that's my sister, I got to ride for her. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think before it gets to that point of like dissolution and just like, we got to go separate ways. Yeah. I think we should
chat.
Can I pull you for a chat?
But with
that being said, let's wrap up on this episode.
Okay, so sad. We could talk about Love Island all day. Cheers.
All right, that's a wrap on the Love Island Bestie breakdown. So honestly, make sure you stream, follow, like, subscribe. These episodes, Love Island's every day. So we gonna be tapped in. Make sure you stream our episodes and give us 5 stars, okay? Because it actually really does help now that we're legit podcasters. We're 5-star girls, 5 stars, okay? Even though some people be haters and I don't know.
Yeah, don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
Go for the 5-star. Maybe write us a little review. It goes a long way. And make sure you stream.
As you know, we may stir the pot.
It's going to get hot.
But trust.
You just hit the jackpot. Okay.
Okay. Love you guys.
You know where to find us. Bye.
Bye.